Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day today, by golly. Let's get to crack-lacking. Life's ups and downs, pains and sorrows, happiness and disappointments. It's all part of life. Parts of it that we don't really like. And, nobody likes having sorrows and difficulties. Absolutely no one likes that stuff. I certainly don't, but it's a part of life. It's like the tide. The tide goes out and it comes in. It goes out and it comes in. It's constantly changing. Life is like that too. You can go along in life for a long time and everything is just wonderful and good and it feels so good. And then boom, something happens and you have some difficulties or some sorrows. What you got to remember in those times is that this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same. And it's the same with good times. When you're in the middle of your good times, this too shall pass. That's life. The key is learning from all that stuff, learning from those difficulties. Be a student of life and learn when those things happen. Pay attention to what's going on and see what you can learn from it and bring to the table to help you live a better life once they've passed. And they always pass. Some take a lot longer than others, but they always pass. That's life. It's just constantly moving. Life never stops. It just constantly goes. I don't know if any of you have ever been, and I'm sure some of you have, been walking out in the woods or somewhere in a field and you see an old car that's out there and you see a tree that's grown up through it or plants all in it or whatever. That's because life doesn't stop. Just because you do doesn't mean life does. And sometimes when we have difficulties or sorrows, we tend to stop. And that's okay if we do it for a short time. But don't stay stopped for too long because life is just going to keep it on and going. It's going to go right by you. So the best thing you can do is whatever it is you need to do to start working your way through those things. Talk to people. Get some help. Get God involved. Do whatever you can to help you start moving through the process to get to the other side so that you can get back into the flow of life. Because life, like I said, will not wait for you. It just keeps you on and going. I've had periods of times in my life when things happened and holy crap, and it just kind of set me back and I stopped. Life didn't, I did. But I didn't stop too long. One of the things that helps me in those times, is I heard it one time, is do the next right thing. Just do the next right thing. I heard this lady talking. She said her son had got shipped off to Iraq and she was really hurting because she didn't know if she'd see him again. Anyway, she said she laid on the couch for like 3 or 4 days and just cried. And then she realized she had to get moving, but she didn't know what to do. I just said, do the next right thing. So she got up and took a shower. And then she said, do the next right thing. I get up, I made myself something to eat. And that helped me tremendously listening to that because it wasn't long after that I was in one of them places where I just didn't know what to do. So it's like, what's the next right thing? Well, get out of bed. Get up, get moving, have a shower, get yourself some breakfast, go to work, whatever the next right thing is. That always helps me get through those difficult times when I can remember, just do the next right thing, whatever that is. And something big in that was calling people, talking to people, making sure somebody knew how I was doing, what was going on. That helped me tremendously too. And I've also been on the other end of that too when life was extremely wonderful. Just some of the greatest times you ever want to have. And I called people during them times too, just to let them know that I was doing great and life was going okay. It's important to keep that line of communication open so people know what's going on with you. You build that rapport. It's an awful, awful, wonderful way to go. There's an oxymoron, awful, wonderful. It's a wonderful way to go. Just having somebody there in your corner all the time. Anyway, remember, nobody's immune from life's difficulties and life's sorrows or life's happiness and life's joy. It's just, it happens to all of us. It's just ebb and flow all the time. So if you're in that place where it's difficult, and just remember, this too shall pass. Just keep moving forward and you're going to get to the other side of it eventually. You may not seem like it right now, but you will. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow. Over.